Anyway, so speaking of trailers, I haven't watched this yet, but the new Halloween movie, and apparently Jamie Lee Curtis is coming back.
Classic.
It's coming out in October 2018. They just dropped the trailer 15 hours ago. I would like to watch it with you, and let's have a little reaction.
Let's check it out.
All right, so we're gonna play this right now.
Oh, Carl's Jr.
Hey,
Big fan.
Sponsored by Carl's Jr.
Oh, that looks
double
so good
meat,
right now.
double cheese. Oh, sweet.
Unfazed is sponsored by Carl's Jr.
Carl's Jr. loves Unfazed. The new Unfazed California Classic combo, only $5.99. Oh, I'm sorry, $4.99. Okay, here's the trailer.
1, 2, 3. We're on.
We're here to investigate.
Don't like the accents.
Killed 3 innocent teenagers on Halloween in 1978.
I'm a big fan of Halloween.
Psychiatrist.
Oh, Donald Pleasant.
Uh-oh.
And has spent the last 40 years in captivity. Hello, Michael.
Oh, Michael's a dog.
I have something you might like to see.
Your bone from years ago.
That's dumb. What's his mask?
Yeah.
I do like
Everyone
Universal.
in the family turns into a nutcase this time of year.
Thank God it wasn't Disney.
I do like kids running around the neighborhood solving a mystery.
She's almost murdered.
Wasn't it her brother who murdered all those babysitters?
No, that was not
Yeah,
her
that's
brother.
just what we're talking about.
It's gonna be the Jurassic Park theme.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
That you escaped.
Oh, Jamie Lee Curtis. Cool.
What the hell did you do that for?
So I can kill him.
Oh, she's looking bad.
Oh. Trailer's doing nothing for me so far.
The bus crashed. Mom, what bus crashed?
The trailer has too many beats. Oh, she's taking a poop. Well, what's gonna happen? The other man's gonna take a poop.
Somebody's in here.
I'd like to see the It's Always Sunny edit of this. Charlie's trying to get everyone. Oh no, hitting the head again. Why do you do that?
Oh, there it is.
He's waited for me.
The classic theme.
I've waited for him. Get out! Go along! Get inside! You don't believe in the boogeyman? He's here! Michael! You should.
Can you close the closet door?
No, they're giving away too much. This would be a fun scene. Don't tell me what
Yeah.
happens. Wow. They should not have. Alright. But, I mean, it looks like it could be cool. It could be cool.
I'm a massive fan of Halloween. A huge fan. I had all of them on video as a kid. Watched them. Watched every single one. That trailer really didn't do anything for me.
Yeah, it was kind of a mess.
It felt forced.
Yeah.
I mean, even the fact Jamie Lee Curtis is coming back, it looked kind of contrived.
I feel bad for the lady in the bathroom. It's always, what a hell of a way to go, taking a shit.
Yeah, I know.
Just
But
fuck.
even that, like, dropping the teeth in, that seemed just so
really dumb. No one would do that, yeah. Ooh, look, I got some teeth.
I don't know, just the look of it and
The
the
tooth
vibe,
fairy.
it felt, did that really need to be made?
Yeah.
And I'm a fan, man. I love John Carpenter. I love the original. The first two are my favorites. I think most people can agree. But yeah, that trailer did nothing for me. I'm not even eager to see that now. And I love Halloween. Like I prefer him over. I prefer Michael Myers over Jason over Freddy.
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes you need to know when to quit.
Yeah. Yeah, they're trying to do that a lot with these horror movies. Alien 4 is going to come out, and Sigourney Weaver is going to reprise the role. I'm frightened of that. I'm a huge fan of the Alien series.
Yeah.
But very skeptical.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you just got to know kind of when to
Bow
throw
out,
in
yeah.
the towel.
Yeah.
I mean, or just kind of, I don't know. There's definitely a point where it goes too far and it stretches out and it gets contrived.
Yeah. I think the thing is we need some new ideas.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
every single movie, I think we say this every podcast, but it just, every movie is a remake or a continuation of something.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And I don't know, that just seemed a little too clean, and it didn't have that low budget feel
it did
of the 70s and 80s.
Yeah. That's actually kind of what you want. That makes it closer and tighter and scarier.
Something about that first one, the combination of the soundtrack and the visuals were so great. There were a few scenes where like you'd see like the camera, just looking down an empty street with the leaves blowing, and it was haunting.
Yeah.
And I feel like that was lacking from this. They're just like, hey, look, it's a recognizable bad guy.
Right.
Oh, it's Michael Myers. He's gonna kill some girls. Jamie Lee Curtis is a badass. And she's older, but she's still a badass.
Right.
And she's gonna shoot him with a shotgun. But guess what? He's gonna get knocked down, and then at the end of the movie, he's gonna disappear, and they'll make a sequel probably. That's always how it goes. And I'm just burned out on it, dude.
Yeah.
I'm totally burned out. Nothing really good or bad to say about it. It's just kind of like, did this need to be made? That's my question.
Right.
Like, could we continue with something original instead? I mean, there's so many quality spec scripts out there just floating around.
Yeah, no, but I think that's a problem with the whole way it works with production companies. They want to play it safe with the stuff they know is going to take off.
Yeah.
We go on this tangent all the time.
But it's a routine of ours.
Yeah, it is, but it's got to be said. I mean, because it's still stuff like this happening.
Yeah.
I don't know. I encourage production companies to take more risks.
Take a gamble.
Yeah, the best movies I've seen in the last 3-4 years were movies that were completely original ideas, and everything I've seen that was like a rehash or a whatever was just pretty forgettable.
Yeah, they're scared they're not going to make money.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
I'd like to give a shout out to the YouTube channel Cut Short. I just recently subscribed to Cut Short and was really impressed with their content. Really great stuff. I recommend you guys check them out and subscribe. It's all about projects that are cut short.
Oh.
So it'll be the last one I watched was like Spider-Man 4 with Tobey Maguire that was canceled. It was cut short. Batman Triumphant, I think it was called. It would have been late 90s or early 2000s after the Batman and Robin.
Right.
Joel Schumacher, George Clooney. Nick Cage had apparently agreed to be the Scarecrow.
Wow.
It sounded really neat, but that one didn't come to fruition. There's also Batman by Gaslight. That was a late 80s based comic book series that they wanted to turn into a video game, and he has a whole video on it on Cut Short.
Yeah.
And they actually have footage of the prototype of the game that looked incredible, and that was another thing that was cut short. And you guys should definitely check it out. Really solid content. I became a fan just recently, but all that kind of stuff kind of circles back to what Emmett was saying. Everyone's scared to take a risk. They're scared to put money behind something that they think has even a tiny, tiny chance of failing. And I think that's so shitty. And I think that's why we see so many remakes and rehashes of the same old stuff. Yeah. Because they think, oh, hey, it's like clutching onto the side of the pool and being afraid to go in, even though you have floaties on.
That's 100% right. And it's funny because you like you said, they're afraid to take a chance on something that's not going to work. But their view on that is so close-minded that their approach is backfiring, especially with.
I'm sorry.
Especially with Disney and what they're doing with Star Wars, like you can't just slap a name on something and expect it to take off.
They do though, and they
do.
It's like. They have this vague idea of what the movie should be, and they slap it together and they tattoo the name on it, and they say, "Hey, people, go watch this. It'll make money. Let's turn out another one, and they're not focused on quality at all. They're focused on quantity.
Yeah,
and it's okay to do that. I understand the studios have to make money. I get it, but maybe just take a chance. Every other movie?
Yeah.
Or every third movie? I mean, because you look back at a lot of the great movies from the 80s, like Back to the Future, and I was watching a behind-the-scenes thing on that, and I probably talked about this before, but nobody wanted to touch that thing, man. When Back to the Future, written by Bob Gale, was... I think Zemeckis worked on it, too. It was Bob Gale and Zemeckis.
Yes, yeah.
But I know Zemeckis directed it, but I think he had a hand in the script as well. But they were peddling it around Hollywood, and they tried to get it with Disney and Warner and everyone, and nobody wanted it. They didn't have any faith in it.
Wow.
And then Spielberg came in as executive producer and said, "No, let's get this to Universal and let's make this happen." And he gave it that clout.
It
with his
took
name.
a creative guy to be like, this is going to be good.
Yeah, but these guys had believed in it for years,
Right,
and
yeah,
then it just took someone who had some notoriety, from Jaws and Close Encounters and E.T. and everything, and then they said, "Oh, hey, well, Spielberg's behind it now. Okay, yeah, let's buy it."
Right,
because they had to have some faith in it.
Right.
But it would have been a great project no matter what because Zemeckis ended up directing it.
Yeah.
But he just originally didn't have the opportunity to get it to the right studio and get the funding.
Right.
So it's all a matter of the studios having faith that it'll make money.
Yeah, well, thank God for Spielberg.
Thank God for Spielberg in that instance. Yeah. Definitely.
I will say the one, I guess, reboot series that is doing fairly well, and it's just starting back up again, I guess. But is the Jurassic World series.
Oh yeah.
They're not incredible. They're not as great as the first ones, obviously, but they're doing their own thing. I guess I'm just a sucker for Chris Pratt because he's fun. He's just fun to watch. But yeah, it's sort of its own new idea. It's not trying to recreate the old ones.
Yeah.
It's going in its own direction. So I'll be excited to see the new one.
I am excited for the new one, definitely. The previous one, what was it, Jurassic World?
Yeah, Jurassic World.
I enjoyed parts of it. Honestly, I enjoyed Chris Pratt and then a few of those scenes with the Velociraptors.
Right.
But the rest of it, the CGI looked really crappy. I thought stacked up against the 1993 original, it looked just terrible in comparison.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, wow, dude, it's like over 20 years later and you can't even match something.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, some of the scenes with the Raptors.
Really crappy. It looked like a shitty video game.
Yeah.
But the Fallen Kingdom, isn't that the name of the new one?
Yep.
That one looks cool. I definitely want to. I'm not, holding my breath on the special effects.
The first one was, I guess, it was like a fun action movie, Jurassic World, but this one is supposed to be more of a horror movie.
Sounds great. Yeah, I'm excited for it. I love Jurassic Park. I love the concept. Yeah, it'll probably be a lot of fun, actually.
Yeah, it should be cool, yeah.
And with certain movies like that, like Jurassic Park and like Kong and things like that, I feel like I can kind of maintain my suspended disbelief a little bit more.
Yeah. Totally.
Just because it's like, it's a movie about big dinosaurs.
Or
a movie about a big ape, And it's kind of like, that's cool. So I feel like I can go in and be a little bit more forgiving of some of the effects.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you're just in it for a fun ride.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely stoked for that one. Yeah.
There was another movie series reboot that I was trying to think of that I remember having sort of the same impression where it was good and it was good because they went their own direction with it. They didn't try to maintain the feel of the old ones. They just it was Jumanji.
Oh yeah.
The new Jumanji. That one was great. I think we covered that a little bit. I think.
Yeah,
I feel like we had. But I mean that one was a fresh idea. I mean, obviously, it's still related to the original, but other than the very, very basic idea of Jumanji being this jungle coming to life, it was a completely new film, and that's what made it great. That's how to do a reboot. Don't hold on to all the specifics and try to sort of rehash the movie step by step. That's gonna backfire in your face.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if you're gonna do a reboot, come to the table with your own ideas. Take the old movies sort of with a grain of salt. I mean, respect them, but ultimately it's a new film, so you got to move forward.
Crocodile Dundee 7.
Exactly.